Hi, you again with First Tempo and our podcast. Today, I'm very happy to welcome the head coach of the Bulgarian national team women, Lorenzo Micelli. Mr. Micelli, thank you very much that you accepted our invitation to be a guest in the podcast.
Okay, thank you to all of you. I'm also proud to be here like head coach of your national team. And good evening to everybody.
Thank you again. And first of all, congratulations for our national team and you as a head coach staying in the VNL, the Volleyball Nations League, also for the next season for 2023. And my first question is, how important is for the team and also for Bulgarian women's volleyball that the team stays for the next year's edition of the VNL?
I think very important is for our federation, because it was a second time about this VNL. Okay, in 2019 was not good result because we won 2 matches and then we don't have the possibility to stay for the next season. It was different team, it was different philosophy. This is also the job what they did before, so this is also a good job what also in the past, because I cannot say nothing negative. I just can say thank you to who worked before me in national team, because they build and they create the something what is very positive inside. So very, very important for me. It was what we built in 1 month and a half. I think this girl, I think we are the only team what we start with the more famous roster. We finish with the young generation of roster, I think. So this one is something what led me also proud, because the girls was amazing. Also the experienced one help the young to come inside of the new philosophy, new system, very good attitude from the old one. So I cannot say no one word negative. We developed during the tournament, because also the result, you can see also from the result, is through the less player in the roster, but more result. This is also because the girl came inside with the right mind to understand and to fight until the last point. And I think during the 3 weeks we play always better volleyball. So for that, I think all of us and federation, first of all, they are proud for what we did, and also because our way is to put inside step by step the new generation.
Let's go a little bit back. Why did you decide to participate in the competition for a head coach of Bulgarian women's team?
I think I saw always from outside this national team. I saw always big prospective, big talent player, big possibility to have a result. So I tried this challenge. It's true I had to change my situation, because I was national team coach of Estonia, where the project it was more long. But all together, we decide also federation with the Estonian federation, with the Bulgarian federation, we decide this kind of way. It was time to make a challenge to back also for me, because it was almost 10 years I stopped with Italian national team, to back in that level. Also because I was changing, I was sure to change the club. It was some step of my career. So it's for me logically honor, because the Bulgarian national team always had very good history. Okay, in the last 40 years, because we are talking about 40 years, I can tell there is no medal inside. Okay, Golden League, absolutely. But in competition like European, World and Olympic Games, okay, I remember almost I was reading about history is almost 40 years ago when we took a kind of bronze medal. So for me, it's historical team, historical national team. And okay, also when Lyubo Ganev is the president, I think it shows some quality of the work what we are doing. And when we discussed together about this situation from the first moment, I think we understand each other. It can be the right way. Then there is also all the board member what they took the decision, because it's not just you but deciding about this situation. But when I propose my program, my schedule, my project, okay, I think they can see there is something behind what will be nice also for our girls in national team, our generation, and our future.
You finished with 4 wins and eight losses during this edition of the VNL. You beat Netherlands, you beat Canada, you beat the Dominican Republic, and you beat Poland. But which was the most difficult moment of the team in general during VNL 2022?
I think we had a good chance, okay, to win also with Serbia. Also, if the result is 3-0, but the set, if you are going to watch the point in the set, it was, but we were not ready. So we have also to be honest. We start not in the good way just because we were new. So we had to know also each other and to understand what we want from each other, and absolutely also the level, because we are talking about the first 16 team in the world. So we have also to understand how to win this match. So we develop this part of game, and then if you think the challenge team are 5 challenger team, and in our ranking we beat Canada, Polonia, Holland, Dominicana, and we lost just 3-2. I think in the 4 match we deserve to stay in VNL, because if our competition is just between this team, I think we did the 10 point. So so we are almost first in the ranking of our Challenger Cup. So we deserve also this part of the ranking. We decide, because this is also about what is going on in the world, no, about the war in Ukraine with Russia, and we decide because also it can be good step for all of us, for our girls, for our federation, for our marketing, for our how to show is a way how to show our national team. And I think in the world also, okay, I have a lot of friends also inside of this tournament, appreciate our girls. They said they congratulate to me because the girls was playing really good for the level what they show in the court, and about the fight, about the technique. So it was something for me about not only result in the court, but also what the girls show during the match. You know, also attitude for me. Doesn't matter about the coach, about the team. No, attitude of the girl. It was always amazing for all the tournament, because when you can show, you can fight with all the team, generally with Japan, with USA, Italy, Brazil, there is no match, but okay, we also lead also part of the set. So the fight in the court, it was inside. So this is something what everybody must be proud.
Yeah, you said that they're improving, and where do you think is their biggest progress during this month and a half during the league?
Generally, I came in a system of preparation or training. For sure, is something little bit different for them. So they were more inside of this system during. But what they understood is how to win with this top level team, and then you use the training to develop this skill during your training. So for me, we understood during all the tournament how we have to beat the other, and this is kind of our game in our side, but also how to stop the power of the other team. So this is also preparation, like about preparation of the match, like we have to stop them with system block and defense, how to serve. It's something what in both sides I like in our side out system, in our breakpoint system. So I think in this way the girls also they enjoy and they understand also what we are talking.
And in which aspects of the game the team shall improve short term on one side, respectively mid-term and long term on the other side?
but there is about the level, no? Then we will see which kind of team we will have. Because for me, if I was thinking in February, no, when we were talking about to be national team coach, and I was thinking about Nikolova, Vasileva, Ruseva, Dimitrova, all of them, logically today we are talking, we are in Ankara to play the final 8. This is clear and easily understanding, I think. Then we have to understand our level. No? In this moment, with this kind of team, we are between 10 and 16 place in there. We can be, because we show we can be there in that place. And also we have to think, also we didn't play with Germany, we didn't play with Korea, so we didn't play with also the weaker team where the other also they won a lot of match. For that, I said, okay, we have to see who are the player, because logically the level where what you can play against the other is also showing your roster. No, if you have your roster like you have in this moment, for me, this is the good target what we had in this moment, to have just the limit what is to save the VNL. If we will have more player, okay, we can have also reach a little bit some higher level of volleyball, and then we can beat also some different kind of team.
You mentioned some of the players who were missing during the VNL, partially or fully. Can we expect that for the World Championship, some of them at least will be back in the team?
This is, we have to talk about it. Logically, I would like all of them. No, now we will talk during this month what we have, this month of preparation. What we will have, we will talk about them, because is not something what is we can predict from the beginning. For sure, I was waiting all of them with us in national team, but this is their decision. I am not for sure agree to don't have the best player with me, but I am proud for the guys who was playing.
You are working with but several very young Bulgarian coaches. Actually, I understood that this is the youngest coaching staff you have ever worked with. So do you have a strategy for development of these young coaches like Denislav and also Borislav Krachanov?
This is, I think I was also like this. No, I was lucky when I was young to have the coach in front of me, what they can show one way. So I try to stall every positive part what I think. My suggestion to not only to them is when we are following someone, we have to understand which is my level. Take all the info what I can take, okay, and also share the information what you have, and ask also the information why is going in some way. So for me, it's very important not to copy, but to understand which is the way. Then when you understand, you can understand the way, okay, also you can go inside, because it's not important the exercise, what you put in the court, no, but it's more important the philosophy, how you prepare the match, how you prepare the girls, how you prepare the training, what is the target, what is the main target, no, looking, because in every team is something different. For me, the ability of the coach is not to put the right exercise. No, the ability of the coach is to understand who are your player in your team and what is their ability. And so then use their ability and hide their limit. So for that, is not just something what can help, just about exercise. Is more to understand really the philosophy of preparation of match, philosophy of preparation of training, philosophy of also of the management of the players outside of the court. And because in a tournament like VNL is very nice. Why? Because you have Asiatic team, what they are this kind of philosophy, very quick ball, cross, and then American, midway between European and so everything is about philosophy. So when you can make clear what you are doing, this is the step of the coach, and then when the philosophy is clear in front of your face, okay, then it's important also which kind of exercise develop some skill, this kind of individual, no, analytic exercise, develop also the individual technique.
Actually, I believe you have a very, very big percentage of successful video challenges taken, especially when it comes to block touch. Can you explain, is this experience, is this intuition, or something different?
Okay, we train in this way. No, this is the level, because when you start to study how you have to make point, this is part of our game. So our girls are trying to do this one logically in the training always. So this is our training where we touch. So also during our training, what we are doing, there is kind of challenge between them, like position 4 against opposite. Okay, if no one will ask challenge, also if I touch the ball, I don't have to say. But if the player who attack and will ask you touch the ball to the opponent, okay, like in the training as well, about teammate, we will have this kind of, and they have to be honest and say, yes, I touch. So our philosophy is also playing this way. I mean, we train every day about it. The girls logically help because they know directly about this kind of touch, because they see it, they can see it, they can feel also when they touch or not. Sometimes there is question mark, okay, but it's product of all of us. It's not just me. Okay, I can see, because this is experience about my system to work, so I can see sometimes is 1 centimeter less I can miss, because we can miss. But logically, the player, they have the best feeling in the court, and so sometimes they ask. Then there is some time when there is some touch in the net, some in some execution of technique, what can be fault, okay, where I can be a little bit more in focus. This is about the experience, what the fault can be during the match, but sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative. I don't want to say there is something where we are the best, but I think it's cooperation from all of us. We're sure, for sure, to us more possibility to win one challenge than lose one challenge.
And are you actually looking at the facial expressions of the blocking players of the other team? Because one of our best referees told me once that sometimes he's taking the decision for block touch, yes, or not according to what he sees in their faces.
Yeah, this is the body language is always the first time. This is for me. I saw them when because now I can tell you, during one rally when we don't touch the block or there is something, always when the other fall down from the net, I try to see if they touch the net or not. So from the body language we can understand a lot of time. Also during our season in the championship, in our French championship, we won, I remember, in very important match, one fault in the net, what it was just for the face of the girls, what we miss attack. So this is about body language. I am agree with the referee, because also I am a friend with a lot of referee, and we share this information sometimes. And with the men is more easily, because with men you can understand more. With women, sometimes it's more difficult, but with men is very easy, because you can see from the body language more than they say like this. For me, I said, if I have to be referee in men team match or in woman team, I don't want to be in men team, because it's too quick. So my eyes is just for the speed of the women volleyball.
In 2007 and 2009, you won the European Championship as an assistant of the Italian national team. What is the difference between women's volleyball now and back then?
Speed of the ball, okay. In the past, there is more. I can see also in Russian team more physical. I mean, the player was more tall. No, there is something about also anthropometric situation. Technique, I remember Italian national team very well. I remember Cuba, I remember USA in this period, China, the same. It was different volleyball. It was different. It was different also the level of preparation, also about statistics, tactics. Also, if I can say, Italian, it was always on the top level. Like we are working now. We are not too far from 10 years ago from Italy. So just there is more detail in this moment. And also in Bulgarian national team, we are using some kind of report, statistic, everything like this. So we are on the top also in this way. I can see a little bit different in the court, where in this moment, in this kind of age, okay, we use more attacking second line. We use more second line from position 1. In the past, it was a little bit different. For sure, also now there is more attack. If I have to think, more attack in front, like 7. This ball far from the setter, or it was more attack from one leg, slide behind. There is some part of the match what is different. The level of technique, I can say, in the past, because also the referee rule, so also the rule of volleyball, it was more strict. So also the situation about technique, it was a little bit more strict. In this moment, also referee let play, but this is evolution of volleyball, so we cannot compare this one about technique. So before you need more technique than now to play. So now it's more important. I play like also work in the training, like synthetic exercise, not part of the team work with the same target. But is when I have to make the plus, I can see more difference between men and women today than 15, 20 years ago. Men and women difference between two. No, now is really the big difference is not between woman and woman in 20 years, but is between women and men and women and men in this moment. So I cannot see very big difference in the other side, if not part, like I said to you, second line attack, part of the slide or 7, some detail like this during the match.
Actually, the head coach of the team in this period, 2007-2009, was Massimo Barbolini, and I'm very happy to mention that actually I was able to make an interview also with him 2 years ago. And what is the difference between his philosophy of volleyball and your philosophy of volleyball with Barbolini?
Italian philosophy is not too different. No, maybe there is some different about tactics. Okay, but we are talking about details. Management, tactics, technique. I don't think we will have a big difference. Also, I don't think we have difference. So if I have to compare, this one is just about small detail, like I said, about management, about tactics, but it's in Italy, the way how you train, I cannot say is one, but is around one way. Okay, plus or minus, we are there. So I don't see, and also when we were together, we were sharing all together, because I was with him almost 4 years together. So I cannot say we are different, because I was always agree with him. And when we are not agree, we find always the solution to be together. So like I told you, I cannot see this kind of difference between him. Just if you are going to check really small details between.
Yeah. And finally, you've won a double with Volero in France, and now you will be in charge of Olympiacos. What is the difference between coaching a club team and a national team?
Normally, national team is more easy. More easy because you have a lot of time, you have a lot of choice, so you can decide really you have big panorama in front of you, and so everything is more easy. Also because you don't have to share with no one the sport all about the organization is really very, very easy. You don't have big difference between culture, because if I think 3 years for me in Volero, I don't know how many players from all the part of the world I had, and who play national team, logically they are fighting for their country, so it will be always honor, always proud, and also desire to be in national team. So normally you don't need to push no one to stay there and to push for your country to be the best in the world. No, so for that is then about the program. Yes, about the program, there is a kind of different schedule where in the club generally you follow some rule, also about physical preparation. In national team, sometimes the rhythm is a little bit random. But the target is always the performance of the player. For that, I said, it's very important to understand how you can bring the player on the top in the right moment. So it doesn't matter club or national team. You have to understand which is your important moment. So you have to trust your physical coach. You have to trust your therapist in this way, because for me, this is part of very important of the team, where they can help you to bring the player with the highest performance in the right moment. So it's not, I don't see this big difference. I mean, about the target. Target is moment of performance. How you reach, then there is ability of the staff, of the coach. If you have a full week, full season, or if you have 1 month, your target is to bring your player on not tired, but with the right attitude, with the right performance to have in the right moment. So I cannot say it's different microcycle, macrocycle, absolutely. But for me, what is more important is how to understand where is the moment where your player must be in the right shape to win your match, what is important, or to win the trophy or to win the medal, everything like this. But for sure, about program, 1 week of club is totally different than one week in a national team.
Mr. Micelli, thank you again for accepting the invitation. I would like to wish you a lot of luck. Firstly, during the preparation for the World Championship, at the World Championship itself, and then with your new club season with Olympiacos.
Thank you so much, and I want to say all the best regard for all our fans. Thank you to you, because you can share info also what people they don't know about us, and I'm really proud to be with you and to help the national team, the federation, to be on the top level. Thank you so much to all of you.
Thank you again, and thanks to all the listeners or the viewers for watching or listening to this podcast with Mr. Micelli, and I hope that you're going also the next time too. Bye-bye.